lovebirds and house hunters. Welcome to Keys to Love and Listings, the only podcast where I can help you pick the perfect property and pronounce you legally wed, sometimes on the same day. I'm Graham Latte, Las Vegas real estate agent by day, marriage celebrant by love-struck moonlight, and this is where we discuss living and marrying in Las Vegas. Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. Today we're talking about two things Vegas does better than anyone else: living and marrying. And yes, in this city, sometimes those two happen in the same week. Move into a house on Monday, get married by Friday, and by Sunday, you're arguing over which slot machine is luckier. And we get to also take in an interview today with the king of music in Las Vegas, the super talented David Perico, leader of the Las Vegas Raiders House Band and the famous Pop Strings Orchestra. So stick around for this great insight into how a band copes with the demands of the Raiders live show at the Death Star, which is Allegiant Stadium. Now, most people think of Vegas as that crazy weekend trip where you lose track of time, money, and sometimes your friends. But if you actually live here, like pay bills, take out the trash, argue with your HOA, Vegas is a whole different story. And if you get married here, well, let's just say there's a reason the marriage license office is open until midnight. Because nothing says romance like filling out government paperwork at 11:45 p.m. So let's clear something up. Most locals do not live on the Strip. We don't wake up inside Caesar's Palace. We're not neighbors with Cirque du Soleil acrobats, although that'd make borrowing a cup of sugar pretty entertaining, right? Yeah. Real life happens in places like Henderson, Summerlin, or North Las Vegas. These are neighborhood cities, and they have schools, parks, grocery stores, normal human things. But the cost of living, oh yeah, it's creeping up, just like that guy at the blackjack table that keeps just watching your hand, right? Still, compared to other cities, it's a bargain. Plus, Nevada has no state income tax. Now that means more money for important life decisions like whether to spend it on a sensible mattress or even bottle service at 2 a.m. in a nightclub. Most people pick the bottle service at least once in their life. But living in a 24-hour city is wild. You can literally do anything at any time. Grocery shopping at 3 a.m., totally normal. Want to get sushi at sunrise? No problem. Need to see a dentist at midnight? Honestly, probably doable. The upside is you're never stuck waiting until the morning here. The downside, you completely lose track of what day it is. And I can tell you do. Tuesday feels like Saturday. Saturday feels like, well, Saturday with fireworks. You'll hear someone say, let's grab dinner. And suddenly it's 2 a.m. and you're eating pancakes next to a bachelor party dressed as superheroes. So that's just standard Tuesday in Vegas. Just like that. All right. Let's talk about love, Vegas style. We are the wedding capital of the world. More than 70,000 weddings a year. Can you believe it? That's like one every 7 minutes. Somewhere right now in Vegas, someone's saying, I do. And somewhere else, someone's realizing that maybe they shouldn't have said that. The beauty of a Vegas wedding is options. Want Elvis to officiate? Boom, done. Want to drive through a chapel like it's in and out? Done. Want a full luxury blowout with fountains, chandeliers, and a string quartet? Done. Vegas will hand you a menu and you can choose whatever way you want to get married. And sure, we laugh about shotgun weddings, but locals get married here too, and they do it beautifully. Red Rock Canyon weddings with that desert sunset backdrop, gorgeous. Lake Las Vegas, super romantic. Even rooftop ceremonies with the strip twinkling behind you. 10 out of 10, no regrets. Unless, of course, you do regret it. But hey, that's what annulments are for. Now, after the wedding comes the real gamble, marriage itself. Living here as a couple is actually amazing because you get this crazy balance. One night you're at a Raiders game or you're seeing Adele live, and the next morning you're hiking Mount Charleston and arguing who forgot the trail mix. Real estate is equally versatile. You can get a suburban home with a pool, a high rise condo with strip views, or a downtown loft where the walls are basically murals. Vegas lets you pick your vibe. Couples here create lives that are part excitement, part normal suburbia. Like, yes, you just saw Cirque du Soleil, but also you need to take the trash out before 7 a.m. because the HOA is watching, always watching. Yeah, we're just going to take a short commercial break now. We'll be right back with our interview with David Perico of the Raiders House Band. So stick around, you won't want to miss it. You're looking for a night that moves to a different rhythm? Welcome to Maxim Jazz Club, Las Vegas's hidden gem for live jazz, handcrafted cocktails, exquisite Japanese cuisine, and unforgettable ambience. Whether it's date night, celebration, or just a reason to dress up, Maxim sets the mood. Elegant, intimate, electric, it's Maxim Jazz Club. Because the real Vegas never shouts, it swings. Located just off the Las Vegas Strip. Reservations at maximjazz.com, and don't forget to tell them the Las Vegas show sent you. Get yourself down to Maxim Jazz and enjoy the music and the ambience. Now it's time for our special report, okay? All right, let's talk silver and black in the city of neon. The Raiders are in Las Vegas, and honestly, it feels like destiny. Think about it, a franchise built on attitude, grit, and a touch of swagger, moving to the entertainment capital of the world, and that's what the Raiders football team did. That's not just a relocation, that's a match made in sports heaven. When the Raiders rolled into town in 2020, they didn't just bring football. They brought a new identity to Vegas. Allegiant Stadium rose out of the desert like this sleek black spaceship. Locals call it the Death Star. And suddenly, Sundays in Vegas weren't about brunch and mimosas and going to church anymore. They were about tailgates, touchdowns, and that electric Raider Nation energy. And what's cool is it's not just a tourist thing. You know, people fly in from all over the world and the country to see the Raiders play. But Las Vegas locals, they've embraced the Raiders as their home team now. Kids are rocking the jerseys, bars are packed on game day, the strip lights up silver and black. Oh, it's amazing. Every game day is a showtime here in Las Vegas. And it's taken a city known for boxing, UFC, ice hockey, big name residencies to add NFL Sundays to the mix. So, what does it mean to have the Raiders in Las Vegas? It means football with fireworks. It means the world's entertainment capital now has a team that knows how to put on a show, and what a show they put on. And it means Raider Nation found a new home in the desert, and they fit in perfectly. One feature that no other NFL team has is a permanent house band, and the Raiders have engaged the legendary band leader David Perico and his Pop Strings Orchestra to provide entertainment during the games, at halftime, and also backing featured artists during special halftime shows. Like this week's show featured Earth, Wind and Fire. How cool is that? So, sit back now, relax and enjoy our interview with the leader of the Raiders House Band, David Perico. Welcome, David Perico.
Great to be here. Pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. David, your band at the Las Vegas Raiders Stadium numbers, I think it's 19 musicians. Tell us what challenges you get from managing a band of that size.
Yeah, well, thank you. That's a great question. It's just like its own football team. So, I have a manager, Crystal Yuan, who is the band manager and does all the scheduling, and she really does help out a lot with the coordinating of people's schedules and also working with the Raiders organization. So it's not too challenging for me, but everyone's such top pros that everything really does fall in place.
Wow, thank you. You have musicians in your band who play with other headliners on the Las Vegas Strip. Tell us about the talent you have in the band and how you manage to attract such high-profile and top musicians.
Well, actually, the latter part of that question is, I find that working with such great, talented people, not only musicians, but just great people, want to be around other talented people. And it's just like a football team, baseball team. So, and also, if you've ever seen Pop Strings or you've seen the Raider Band, you'll see that everybody basically is featured. So it's not just me and the band backing me up. So I find that great players, talented people, doesn't matter what profession, want to work with other talented people. So it's kind of easy for me to do that, and I just get out of the way.
Right. Well, David, throughout your musical career, you've played and worked with a number of headliners yourself. Can you tell us some of the highlights of your career so far?
Oh, geez. If we go back to the early 90s, that was really where I cut my teeth performing with the Tommy Dorsey Orchestra, touring about 46, 47 weeks a year, mainly one-nighters, 17-piece big band. And then moving here to Las Vegas, some of the highlights definitely were Donnie Marie, Gladys Knight, Natalie Cole, working with Cirque du Soleil, Viva Elvis show, Tony Braxton. The list goes on. I've been really lucky. So I would say those are some of the highlights for sure.
And as musical director, you've done a few shows as well as MD.
Yeah, as far as music director, one of the highlights was when I was contacted by the illustrious music director from CBS Orchestra, Paul Schaefer. He asked me he heard the band at Cleopatra's Barge at Caesar's Palace, and then offered me the job to be his music director and write the music for his show that he did a couple of stints over a 2-year period. That was one show that I really, I was honored to serve as music director. A couple other shows were at the Stratosphere a few years ago. There was a show that featured Claire Sinclair, Playboy Playmate, and they built a show around here, so I was music director for that. Some stuff with the Rat Pack is back. Toys for Tots charity event, I did that for about 9 years as their music director. Nevada Ballet. Yeah, those are some of the fun music director stuff.
That's cool. That's cool. David, most of us think that when you decide on a set list for a performance, that everyone in the band just knows the songs or listens to the music and picks up the tune. But there's more to this than what we think, right?
Yeah, definitely.
As not only the band leader, but the musical arranger, composer, tell us the process for when you introduce new songs and how you prepare the band to play those songs.
Well, first I consult with my wife, Lily. Actually, it is a process. And when you have a 19-piece orchestra or a large ensemble, you really can't buy the sheet music that's already custom orchestrated for that ensemble. So basically, if it's a, we'll just say for shorthand, a Bruno Mars song, like Treasure, then I would listen to that recording. I would basically transcribe it, and pretty much note for note what the song is. And then I would custom arrange for the strings, the all-female string section. And then I would custom arrange the parts for the rhythm section, the piano, bass, guitar, drums. And then with the Raider Band, on top of that, it would be my part, the trumpet, and then 4 other horns. So trombone, alto saxophone, tenor saxophone, and baritone saxophone. And then also the singers, I don't really arrange for them. They kind of take their own, they put their own stamp on it. But it is a process to write. Every single thing that we play has to be orchestrated in a custom fashion. We can't just we just can't buy it online. You know, can't go to Amazon and just get a chart. And they're called charts. For slang, they're charts with arrangements of the chart, yeah.
So you have a chart for each instrument?
Absolutely. Everyone has their own individual part.
Wow.
It's just like if you went to go see a symphony orchestra. Yeah. Everybody has their own custom part that comes from that score.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Thank you. As a professional musical director and currently band leader for the Las Vegas Raiders, what does your day and week look like?
Yeah, that's a great question. It varies from day to day. I wear different hats. When you're a band leader, you have to wear the managerial hat. And to your point about being disciplined, my days usually start, around 7 a.m. fielding emails, as you know. Potential gigs, potential people inquiring about. I have 10 bands that I produce, 4 really working the most. So I'll have inquiries about those, quotes, contracts, certificates of insurance, backline equipment that has to be at every job that you have to coordinate. And within the 2 bands, I have 2 band leaders that lead those bands. So with the Pop 40 band or the Pop Retro band, that's taken care of with Joe Spraker, and with Pop Strings, that's taken care of with Crystal Yuan. So I have to communicate. Okay, this is what's happening. Here's the contract. This is the details of the gig, and then they go ahead and hire stuff. And then there's always a bunch of back and forth. And then by noon, I may be done doing some of that. I'll do some practicing. Practice my trumpet on and off for a couple of hours, 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there. I'll play at the piano. Might do some writing. And some more phone calls, and then an interview or 2. Yeah.
So you have a busy day and week as well.
It's definitely busy. I love it though. I love it. I absolutely love it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Hey, David, I know your instrument of choice is obviously the trumpet. Mm-hmm. But I hear that you have your own signature trumpet made specifically for you. Mm-hmm. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, Pete LaPlaca and the company is a small little boutique brass company that makes trumpets, and they're out of Chicago. Pete LaPlaca, I met him about 10 years ago, and he had a few models of trumpets, and I just mentioned to him, I said, it might be a good idea to come out with a Las Vegas brand. Something that from the entertainment capital of the world, a nice little marketing, tagline. And it took about 3 years from concept to completion. The company they have the horns made in Taiwan, so there's a little bit of a distance. So they would make a horn, a prototype, and send it to me, and then they would go back and then tweak a few things. But yeah, I'm honored and flattered that they named it the Las Vegas model under my name.
Wow.
So yeah.
That's great. Actually, getting back to a performance, I know acoustics and preparation are always an important part of any musical production. So can you tell us about the differences and challenges in playing, say, an intimate venue with a few hundred people as against a stadium with 65,000 people and millions watching on live television?
Yeah, the difference there quite stark contrasts. An intimate gig, let's just say at Cleopatra's Barge at Caesar's Palace. So we're on a small stage. It's generally a small room of 200 people. So the house sound system, we're pretty much playing organically where we might have a few monitors, and just a general sound system. So we're playing more organically, more naturally. When you go to network television, and especially into an arena the size of Allegiant Stadium, which is 65,000, then the sound parameters change. And what has to happen is we don't have those monitors. We don't even hear ourselves at all, but we have what's called in-ear monitors. So everyone has 2 in-ear monitors, and we hear everything. We hear the band. The mix of the band is in our ears. So we're playing that way. We're not playing, I would say, in a natural way, but that is basically where music has evolved as far as sound equipment and technology, that everybody has in-ears, just like a newscaster. And on top of that, throughout the games, the producers are calling the game and the commercials and the timeouts and where to go. So the Raiderettes may have a spot, the DJ may have a spot, the Raider band may have a spot, but that's being called in my ear. So they'll say something like, okay, David, stand by. In 3 minutes, I need 20 seconds. In 1 minute, I need 2 minutes. Give us Sweet Child of Mine. Give us, the Autumn Wind theme or the Death Star Imperial March. Give me 25 seconds, 60 seconds. So that's the huge difference with playing a lounge act, which is more kind of interactive, where this is definitely cued and scripted. But even if it is scripted, it still goes off script. Because there could be an interception, there could be a timeout, an injury or something. So what we had up to play is no longer, we're not going to do that. So that it gets a bit of it's not stressful. It's just, you really got to be on your toes and be nimble.
Yeah.
And that's what's great about the band. These musicians, I mean, within a 10-second time, I've called 3 different songs. Like, yeah, and Lily will tell you. Within 10 seconds, I'm like, okay, play this. No, they want this. No, they want this, and they're on it.
Yeah,
yeah,
I can understand that.
Yeah.
And in fact, folks, we actually have a clip of your band playing at the Raiders Stadium, so our audience can get an idea of the magnitude of the occasion. So, can we roll the clip, you guys? Great clip, David. What a great platform to perform on.
Thank you. Yeah, exciting. A lot of energy.
Yeah.
A lot of energy.
Hey, David, already the Raiders organization has attracted many people to buying real estate in Las Vegas. And with your amazing house band playing before, during, and after the games, you are certainly part of the exciting package that encourages people from around the United States and the world to invest in Las Vegas, as it is such a vibrant city and people want to be part of it. Has there been any adjustments on your part to being involved with the Raiders organization, where it's still football, music, and entertainment, but also part of a major business machine?
Yeah, I mean, I would say in short, just the notoriety right out of the gate. With the Raiders, being branded with the Raiders organization, which I have to say is top flight all around. And my interaction with the Raiders organization has just been fantastic. But I see, I've been doing quite a bit of TV interviews, media. There's a lot of media excitement around the being the entertainment capital of the world. When you come to a Las Vegas football game, it's different than anything you're going to see, just from the lighting, the entertainment aspect. So I really had to adjust to be ready for anything. It's just the nature of sports. So there's always requests and accommodations and flexibility. So I would say to that point, just in a scheduling, from a scheduling standpoint, and to your point, the Raiders in town have definitely attracted a huge amount of excitement and people wanting to move here and live here. We've got the Golden Knights and we've got the Raiders, we've got the Aviators, and then there's more stuff coming, so and again, being in Vegas, when you're at a Raiders game, you're going to experience something that you can only get in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And there's no other football teams that are doing this, and it's only going to keep growing. I think from an entertainment standpoint.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Well, David, thank you for the contribution and the success of the Raiders football team and to Las Vegas as the entertainment capital of the world. We're so privileged to have you in our city. And please don't ever think of leaving, no matter how big the future offers are. Okay?
Oh, thank you. It's my pleasure. It's an honor. And, on behalf of the Raider Band, everyone, we sincerely thank you for this time and this interview. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So, folks, next time you're at the Las Vegas Raiders football game, look upstairs and spot Mr. David Perico and the Raiders Stadium Band playing before, during, and after the game. And give them a wave. So in conclusion, here's the takeaway. Living and marrying in Las Vegas isn't just about neon and slot machines. It's about choices. This is a city that says, do it your way. You want fast, fun, and flashy? We got you. You want quiet, scenic, and simple? We got that too. For some people, the jackpot is hitting the slots. For others, it's finding their person and building a life here. Maybe even with Elvis as the best man. Either way, Vegas gives you the freedom to start fresh. Fall in love and live on your own terms. So if you're thinking about it, come for the lights, stay for the lifestyle, and hey, if you do get married here, remember, what happens in Vegas shows up on your marriage certificate. We'll catch you soon with another full show, live from the everything capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. See you soon. Ciao.